This is a continuation of rural urban differences. Okay, this is the second part. So, the rapid growth of urbanization attracts the rural population to the urban areas. So, urbanization means the process of becoming more like a city. Okay, when population grows, okay, there are like population grows, and then the environment also changes. There may be new industries coming up, there may be tall apartment buildings being built, and all of this can be defined under urbanization. So due to the growth of urbanization, people of rural areas they move to the urban areas. The rural population moves to urban areas in search of employment. So you see all these laborers coming from rural areas, not only laborers but people in factories, they come to work from rural areas. People are from the rural areas also are in professional good jobs, right? So like these people from the rural areas they come to the urban areas in search of employment so as to get good opportunity to work and support their family. People of the rural areas have lost ownership of common property resources. So common property resources means it is the property that is owned by the community or by the village as a whole. So people of the rural areas are losing such property such as ponds to keep fishes, to grazing lands, forests, for many reasons. Especially all these government or private property, they come and they buy all of the land where all of this pond grazing lands are there. So as a result, the people of the rural areas they lose common property resources. So now as a result they have to buy all of it from the market. Hardships increase and they move to urban areas in search of employment. So when they have to buy everything from the market, it becomes difficult for them. Okay, so in search of employment, these people from the rural areas move to the urban areas as they see there is more opportunity in the urban areas. People may also move to the cities for social reasons. Okay, so caste system is strongly followed in the rural areas as compared to the urban areas. So you know what caste system means, and the dominance of the caste system is prevalent in most of the places, but it is more prevalent in the rural areas. It is more strongly followed in the rural areas as compared to the urban areas. So this is one of the reason the people of the villages of the rural areas they move to urban areas. The people belonging to the low caste may move to urban areas in order to protect themselves from discrimination and daily humiliation. As you have seen how Dalit women or Dalit men are not allowed to enter the temple, and they are not allowed to take water from the same well or eat sitting on the same table in a marriage with the people of the higher caste. So in order to be away from all these type of discrimination and daily humiliation, the people of the rural areas they low caste people of the rural areas they move to the urban areas. The anonymity of the city. So anonymity of the city means, you know what anonymous is. So like some of the poem it's written and there is no author, it's just given anonymous. It means that you don't know the name of the author. So in city, one of the main characteristics of the urban way of life is anonymity. That means you don't know all the people of the cities. You may not know the person sitting next to you in a bus or eating or drinking tea in a stall next to you. Okay, so that is anonymity. You know only the close people. So you will not know everyone in the city, unlike in the villages. So the anonymity of the city may allow people to engage themselves in low status jobs. Okay, here it's jobs which they would not be able to do in villages, jobs to meet their ends. So like some of the people may belong to some people may be of upper caste in the villages, and they may not be able to do menial jobs like labor jobs because of their caste, because they expect be a brahmin, a kshatriya to do high caste jobs. But some people may not be able to do, he may be good in doing something else which is fit for the low caste people. So these people they move to the village, sorry, to the rural, urban areas, and they do jobs to support themselves and their family, which they would not be able to do in the villages. Like any job they want to do without any discrimination, for which they would be discriminated in their villages. There is a large inflow of people from rural areas to urban areas. That is the reason why the population of urban area is increasing faster than the rural area, as mentioned earlier. Urbanization has been increasing from the post independence period. So it is after independence, India became independent, the process of urbanization, the process of places becoming more like a city, has been increasing. The metropolises, means the big cities, have been growing the fastest due to urbanization. So all the metropolitan cities are growing faster in comparison to other cities or places. In India, there are 5,161 towns and cities, in which 286 million people live. So please remember these numbers. Okay. 2/3 of urban population live in 27 big cities. The larger cities in India has been growing in rapid pace. There is always some kind of development taking place in the metropolitan cities. Something or the other is always being built in the cities. Okay, so that's why cities, metropolitan cities, the metropolises grows in an extremely rapid pace. The population is exceeding the existing urban infrastructure. So the existing urban infrastructure like houses are not being enough to house the existing people. That's why they say that the rent of the houses in the urban area are extremely high, and then in one room a lot of people are living. That is because of exceeding population and less urban infrastructure. And when there is more population, more demand, but less urban infrastructure, less houses to keep the people, then the rent will automatically be high. When there is more demand and less supply, then the cost will obviously be higher. So lastly, the large majority of India is becoming more of urban than rural. So but like earlier, India has always been seen as a rural country. Rural in a sense, there is more of rurality, there is more of agriculture and all this village thing in India. But now India is becoming more urban, it is becoming more city like. Okay, it has been changing from its past structure. It is becoming more urban than rural. That's it for rural urban differences.